Well, welcome to my shop again this morning. Today we've got another little project. Probably you might or might not have a use for it, but I have a big desk upstairs that I use with my computer, my laptop. I mean my desktop computer. And I have a set of earphones which I use with it too for sound purposes. I'd like to keep the earphones right on my desk, which takes up space obviously. So I'm going to make this little hook that can attach to a drawer. I've got a drawer on the left side of the desk, which I don't use that much. And what I'm going to do is cut out this little pattern that I made for my headphone, and take the knob off of the drawer itself, and attach this to the drawer, so that I have it becomes a drawer pull in a sense, but it also is a nice place for my earphones to hang over, and one for the bottom if I want to hang the cable on it too. So we're going to cut this out this morning. As I said, you might have a use for it. You could use it on a lot of different drawers and cabinets and things like that, or you might just want to use it as a hook, in which case you would just shave off the back and drill a little hole in it. You can probably use it as a hook for something you might need to hang your hat on, or your coat, or something like that. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use this piece of scrap pine to make my hook. The headphone is not that heavy, so you don't have to worry too much about it. I'm going to just line it up like that and cut around it with the scroll saw. So let's put some tape on here, as we always do. Next we take our pattern and our trusty old glue stick, of course, and rub away the back of this thing. Make it nice and thick so that all the points hold well on the tape. It's a really easy way to attach a pattern if you haven't done it before. Okay, we're going to take this and put it right on the edge. I've already measured this off from my desk. Now you can measure it yourself, remeasure it and resize it if you want, for other locations too as well. If you want this pattern, by the way, it's on my Etsy site. You can download it from there. Just click the link down below and you can get this, and you get a package of free patterns also that come along with it. You might enjoy cutting. I always put a package of free patterns now, and there are different patterns in each pack in all of my videos, by the way. It's not the same pattern, not the same pack all the time. However, if you are a new viewer of my channel and you do make a purchase, you'll get another pack of patterns, which is a standard one that I send out. Okay, I think we're all set to start cutting this now. Okay, I've got my number 5 reverse tooth blade, my blade of choice. Use that on about 95% of the projects that I do. And we just cut around the framework on this. Very simple cut. This is a good one for a beginner. If you haven't used the scroll saw much, good chance to get a practice of doing some arcs and curves. Here we go. Okay, I got a chance to use my brand new sanding mop. Just replaced it this morning. Take all this scruffiness out of here. Okay, you can see the sanding mop has rounded this over very nicely. I did go over it with my router first, but on the edges, but I wouldn't recommend you use that method unless you're very adept at using a router, or you have some kind of equipment that keeps your hands away from the blade. Your results would be pretty much the same with a soft wood like this if you use just the sanding mop, or use a file and sandpaper, and you'll get some pretty good results. Make you a nice little hook. Okay, I've got the hook all done, and I took the drawer knob off just so I could see what size screw they use here. It's actually somewhat of a bolt and not a screw. I'm going to see if we'll get a 5/32 drill. Screw. So we'll get a drill that's a little bit smaller than that, and we'll see if we can drill a hole that'll fit into. Okay, I got a 9/32 drill bit in here. It should be a little bit smaller than the actual size of the screw. I'm going to just test it. I could use a regular screw on here, I suppose, but if I can get this to work its way through, like a screw into the wood, I think we'll be better off. It looks like it's going to work okay. Alright, what we want to do is drill a hole in the back of this part of the hook so that will fit right through the drawer and into there and tighten down nicely. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, I've placed the hook with the end piece facing up. I'm going to take this 9/32 drill and get it sort of on center. I mean, it's not really doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to make a good hole there so that the screw will fit inside. And move it over a little more, I think. There. Okay, here we go. We don't have to go all the way through, but it seems to be tightening up, which is what our goal is. And that looks like it's going to be nice and snug in there in the drawer when we put it in. Just wanted to get it started so it's easier when I get upstairs to do this. Put it in. Alright. All we're going to do, I think, is take this over to the paint room, and we're going to paint it black. Black seems like a good possibility, and we'll see how it looks. Okay, instead of going with a black paint, I decided to try this Minlax True Black Stain. And this ought to absorb pretty good into this pine wood. So let's give it a try, see how it looks. Could have used black paint just as easily, but might be nicer in the end. This way it'll show the grain better than with using paint. Might be better off. In terms of looks, anyways. Got a grain in the wood, why not show it off? Okay, looks pretty good. Take it now and more on the corner here. Let it absorb in there. I think we'll just let it dry here now for a little while. And maybe I'll put a little clear spray on it later. And I'll wrap it up pretty good. Come back, take a look at it, what it looks like in a little while. Okay, the wood hook is finished. It's been stained, and I put a little clear spray on it, satin finish, and now we're going to install it. Okay, this is the area I'm going to install my hook. I've already taken the knob out of there, as you can see, and we'll pull this out, and here's the entrance from behind, which I want to use. So let me put this camera down somewhere. Okay, I've got the camera propped up here. Hopefully it won't come crashing down. And we're going to insert the screw into the drawer through to the other side where the hook is. And we will turn this to get the hook established. Too big yet. And now we're going to use a screwdriver here to help us put this in. Take some of this junk out of the way here. Okay, just turn it. Hopefully it will get in tight enough and pull that hook right up against the drawer. I think it is working. Okay, got the hook established in there, which is where I'm going to want it, on my desk, right next to where I work here. And I can put my earphones there, and if I want to, I can hang the cord below it. I can do this without blocking my view. There we go. And we're all set now. If I need to open the drawer, it's easy enough. If I need to open the bottom one, of course, I'll have to take the earphones off, but I think I very rarely open that up anyways. So I think that's going to work out pretty good. So you might want to make one of these for yourself. If you don't use it on a drawer, you could also use it on some other area, maybe a cabinet or just on the wall. Might have to do some modification to it. But I think this will work out okay. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, just click the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. And remember, you can get this pattern just by clicking that little link down below, and you can modify the pattern any way you need. And of course, you'll get some other free patterns with it too. Thank you for watching.